Hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and I'm here with your Hammers headlines for today, Wednesday, the 20th of March, run in association with the brilliant guys at KUMB.com. Today, we are going to be looking at three interesting headlines, one including a player out on loan that could impress West Ham enough to make it back into the first team, plus two stories about a certain Brazilian Magnifico. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Please leave a comment and make sure you get involved in that conversation. Let's get started. For your first story today, Appiah Forson has been impressing while out on loan, leaving the door open for us to promote him into the first team potentially. So he is on loan until the end of May at Dagenham and Redbridge, and having had 22 appearances and winning the club's goal of the month for December, well done to him, it looks as though he's heading towards being ready to be given a proper shot at getting back into the first team. So for anyone that doesn't remember, he has had 2 appearances for the West Ham senior team, with a total of 3 minutes in the Europa League in our loss to Dinamo Zagreb, and 24 minutes in the Conference League when he came on for Flynn Down. So he's not been given a huge chance yet, but he's definitely working hard behind the scenes. And what makes his return a lot more likely is Calvin Phillips's start to the club, basically leaving space for somebody in that position to come in and work hard as backup for Alvarez and Souček if Phillips doesn't work out. And George Earthy's been given his senior debut this season, but could we see another young player given a proper chance to prove himself? He is certainly one to keep an eye on. Now, for your second story, journalist Jack Gowan is reporting that Man City are willing to wait for Lucas Paqueta. This is in relation to the ongoing betting investigation, going against previous suggestions that they may actually go and look elsewhere if the investigation goes on for much longer. Now, we'd kind of hoped that City would lose interest after signing Matheus Nunes. However, he has not done well enough at City, and unfortunately for us, this also means that their search for a player continues. It does remain, however, to be seen how long City will wait for Paqueta, but it makes it sound as though they won't be willing to commit to any deal for Paqueta until the investigation concludes. So again, if it goes on for another season, West Ham could benefit from Paqueta's services for another however long, another year, hopefully, if not longer, before other clubs come in and try and turn his head. But how much longer do you think we're going to have Paqueta for? That's the big question. Let us know what you think in the comments. And last but not least, there is another Manchester side being reported to be interested in Lucas Paqueta. In fact, the Express have reported that Man U would be willing to part with Harry Maguire as part of a deal for Paqueta. Now, as a reminder, we signed Paqueta for £50 million, which was a fantastic bit of business looking back on it. But the real question here is, what are United valuing Maguire at? Because there have been some questions over their valuations over the years. We do need to strengthen our defence, but I'm not sure Maguire's the answer. Plus, my valuation of Maguire is a very, very long way off the £85 million release clause for Paqueta. So the big question there is the money. But would you be willing to listen to United for a part exchange that includes Maguire? For me, if he's not the exact player that you would go out, if you had all the money in the world, if he's not the exact player that you would hunt down and choose to sign for West Ham, I don't think that we should be settling for him plus cash just because it's easy. We need all the available funds that we can get our hands on, because of financial fair play, basically all the money we can get, we need to be able to reinvest. So swapping players, unless it's the player that we're desperate for me, it's not the way to go, because we want the perfect player for every single position. We want the players with the attributes, not someone that will just do and hopefully that they'll do well. So let us know if you think we should entertain a conversation about Harry Maguire with United, and if so, what you would actually value Maguire at. So there we go, your Hammers headlines for today. 3 slightly different stories. That is all from me for today, but I hope that you've enjoyed this video. As always, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to get involved, as I'm going to be featuring some of your comments in a reactions video coming up very, very soon. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Have a brilliant rest of your day, and until next time, come on you Irons.